What's going on, Capricorn? And welcome to my channel, Alchemist. Justin here, and I hope you're having a fantastic week so far. So, for those of you who are returning, welcome back, Soul Tribe. I appreciate your subscriptions, your likes, and shares. Your support really is just phenomenal, Cap, and it keeps us growing. And for those of you who are new, welcome. I'm happy to have yourself inspired you here. We're in for an amazing journey. And Capricorn, just a little update here. I'm changing the title of these weekly spreads a little bit. I had a little download at the beginning of the week that I just been just like, we're just gonna roll with it. So this is your weekly download there, Cap. I'm still deciding if I'm gonna do like a dance move or not yet. So stay tuned for that. But with this weekly download, whenever you happen to come across this video or this video finds you there, Cap, excuse me, there may be some messages in here for you. And just so y'all aware, this is a general reading, not a one-to-one, so take what resonates with you, leave the rest with me, and never force reading on the situation, okay? So with all that being said there, Cap, let's jump into it. Your space has been cleansed. Crystals, feeling lovely. This is a great energy all around here, Cap. Now, I'm going to pull actually, first off there, Capricorn, we're now officially into, depending on when you're watching this, we're now officially into Aquarius season. Hopefully that transit earlier kind of been treating you well, because we just had the Sun conjunct Pluto at the last, literally, breath of your sign there, the 29th degree, 59th minute. So, there's been a lot of big energies kind of been leading up into this. So, hopefully you've been managing your energies well there, Cap, and yet you're feeling well. But I'm going to pull a few oracle cards from this deck here, and then we will get some details with the tarot. But before we jump into this thing, Cap, these readings that I do, they're not gender-specific readings, so apply these energies to people as they make sense for your situations, okay? Oh, all right. And in case if y'all were curious, the decks that I'm working with, I've included links for them down in the description box below, so definitely check that out if you're interested. But also down below some links for some other readers that I like watching their Capricorn, so definitely check them out. Very intuitive energies that they bring, powerful messages. Also, there's a link for a couple of astrologers, and I'm going to start including there's some podcasts I've been listening to that I think might be interested in their Cap. Actually, one of them that hosts the podcast, she's a Capricorn. I found out she's a Gemini moon as well, so I was like, that's dope. So definitely, and there's some links for some apps there, Capricorn, just a little treasure chest of information in that description box, so definitely check that out when you get yourself a moment. But let's go ahead and get into your first energy here, Cap. Oh, look at you, so mindful. So you have the Meadow of Mindfulness card here, and with this card, in present awareness, find joy. The now is where life truly unfolds. And absolutely, Capricorn, I feel with us now, kind of all this energy moving into Aquarius, we are getting to where we are thinking about the future, sure, but the future unfolds as we live in the present. And I do feel like that this is taking more time to be present as far as like the actions that we're taking in. Not to it's one thing to plan, but I feel like it's another thing to get locked into the future, kind of creating these images, especially if we're operating from a place of like stress or worry or anxiety, that can really make it that the future becomes something that we are fearful of, as opposed to something that we are embracing. And also too, I feel like we want to be mindful of clinging to the past as well as where things used to be, because now we are moving out of at least when it comes to Pluto, we're moving out of your energy. And granted, he'll retrograde one final time into your sign before he officially settles into Aquarius that'll happen towards the end of the calendar year, but like about fall time. I wouldn't say around like Virgo season, but we still do have all this Capricorn energy. All the personal planets are moving into Capricorn, because Venus is going to be moving on the 23rd, and then Mars and Mercury are still kind of chilling in your sign. So we still do have a lot of Cap energy, even though we're moving into Aquarius. So, I feel like it's like just again paying attention to how your present actions really shift where the future is going. And when you find yourself maybe in these energies of anxiety where we may be fearful of the future, or maybe we're clinging to the past, sit with that energy. Why is it that we are in this space there? Kind of be inquisitive with this stuff there. Do some mindful breathing. Maybe this is doing some journaling. And actually I heard an interesting thing with even journaling too. This stuff that you write down, maybe even just saying this stuff out loud as well, and kind of feeling how that energy resonates with you. Listen to what vibration that you're operating in, so that maybe you can truly kind of understand where these things are at, and what we need to tweak in order to get ourselves in alignment where we feel with our true goals, and feeling comfortable with how things are unfolding. And then we can find the joy in that there, Capricorn, that we do see that how our thoughts become things, and what powerful manifestors that you really are there. But let's get some tarot on this, Capricorn, and get some details. Cap. Thank you, Spirit Guides. Let's see what's going on with this energy here. Interesting. Alright, so you have the King of Swords, the Two of Wands, and the Four of Wands in reverse. And then you have the Nine of Wands and the Emperor upright, Cap. And I feel with this energy here, the Two of Wands is giving me this energy of not sure where we want to go there, Capricorn. And I feel like that's been getting us to where it's almost like we're not in this celebratory type of energy there. It's like I feel like there's almost this, it's almost this energy of just like, I feel like that we're not sure as far as like how we want to complete something. How do we want to, it's like this, because the Four of Wands can be like a card of marriage, but I'm thinking about that union aspect as far as like, I feel like that the energies we're not in union with ourselves in a sense, as far as like the directions where we're going with the Emperor. There's something that is, okay. But it feels like that there's something that is not connecting internally there, something that we're not understanding as far as like where we want to go, where the energies are trying to lead you, what is trying to unfold here. Maybe there's just been a lot of setbacks here, I'm feeling, with like the Nine of Wands, or we've been feeling almost this kind of burnt out energy in a sense. But I feel this Emperor here is, there's this wisdom that's coming through with the Emperor as far as like sitting with this uncertainty. Why do we feel things have not been going the way that we want to, or maybe why we've been feeling this almost like stagnation in a sense, as far as like not sure where to go. So we're just, and that could even be something too there, Capricorn. I feel like the Emperor is one that, this is Aries energy, and where Aries is one that does get stuff done, that can be that, like, they're the go-getters, they're the ones that really just kind of instinctually just know how to react. I feel even this Two of Wands is almost saying this moment of kind of having this thing of stillness, of not like being, it's like not trying to force some things to happen. It's knowing when to pause and when to act. And if things have been just sort of like, if things have been just kind of tough here with the Nine of Wands, or we've been really kind of going through something there, it just kind of, being in this sense of sense, what this kind of reminds me of is there was a period of time where I kind of felt like I was in a certain vibration. I was trying to force things along there. I was just throwing a lot of energy. I was putting out, like, I'm trying to get all these meetings to kind of happen there, trying to get all these pieces to kind of coming together, and nothing was happening. The energies just weren't having it. And so I had to just sort of like be for a moment and just sort of sit in that uncomfortable energy. And then things slowly started to unfold there. And it wasn't quite what I thought it was going to be, but it did end up opening a certain door here. Like, it led to something different, if that makes sense. So I feel like when we just kind of sit presently and kind of ask ourselves, why are we trying to force something along there? Is there, what do we actually have control of where this direction is? And it's a little, I feel like a little complex to kind of complain to explain, but it's giving me, and I know how this may sound, but I feel like, especially when the energies are moving, or we feel like that we're having these blockages, it feels like that there's this energy of finding joy in those blockages. Because reversals, even when you think about it, I like, and someone had said this in a way that I really liked. These reversals can be the universe are putting this protection up for you. It's just like it's the energies aren't ready for you to move in that direction yet. There's something that we need to learn here with the King of Swords, something we're needing to deal with, and then as we start to be with that, then we start noticing different opportunities come up there. We start finding this. We start mindfully moving in a sense, and then it's like doors start opening up there, Capricorn. But I think I'm gonna move on from that. But I hope that makes sense. Hmm. Let's get another. Let's get another oracle on this, Cap. Spirit guides. Alright, Cap, let's see what's going on here. Interesting. Alright, Cap. So you have the Pillars of Legacy card here. And this is a card of stand tall on the foundation set by your ancestors. Their strength and wisdom are your inheritance. And that's very fascinating there, Capricorn, because I feel with this, I was actually thinking about that. I was thinking about the axis that Capricorn and Cancer are on, and we are on that family axis. And where Cancer is that home space, that family, that closeness. Capricorn is taking that energy that you learn from that family, almost like that energy of like what you wanted to be when you grow up, and then it's taking that energy that you learn in the household and then putting that out there in the public. And I feel that there's this energy of kind of understanding where family, I feel like these ancestors do set this foundation for you, but I also feel like it is finding your own type of strength there. It's not necessarily having to maybe follow in their footsteps. Let's say if you come from like a family of doctors, or maybe like military, or maybe even like musicians or something like that. It can be where you can appreciate the skills that they have given you, but also it's just like, what does that mean individually for you? How do you plan to carry this legacy, and maybe set a new type of, and like expand on this foundation a little bit more there? Where is it? Because that's where I was kind of feeling with this energy here. It's just like we're not sure where we want to go. There's this deeper question of what we want to accomplish. And I feel with your ruler Saturn being in Pisces over these next 3 years, that this could be an energy where you do kind of, maybe if you're not sure where to go, maybe kind of doing some, I'm feeling like this sort of like meditative work where it's like getting in touch with ancestors. Maybe this is going to work with someone who can deal with like Akashic records, or dealing with, they could maybe even find this in, I'm not sure they're Capricorn, or maybe even this could be talking with maybe like the emperors in your family, in a sense. Maybe this is talking with like a father figure seeking some sort of advice, or some sort of some sort of like this is there's this authority present, someone who we hold in this reverence, in a sense, and maybe even finding strength in their wisdom to kind of utilize that to motivate you into different actions. There's a certain wisdom or a certain thing that we're not finding there, Capricorn. It's a very kind of deep energy that's coming through here. But let me get some tarot on this, Capricorn, and get some details. Capricorn, maybe there for some we might have this disconnect with our families, possibly. And if we feel like we can't call, because I feel like you can always call on that wisdom, in a sense, even if we're not in connection with there. And let me get a little bit more on this. Let me get some tarot on this. And interesting, because I should have mentioned something, because that's what I was feeling with this legacy, this 10 of coins, in a sense. But Alright, Capricorn. Interesting. Alright, so you have the Wheel of Fortune, the Hanged Man, and the 10 of coins in reverse. And then you have the 9 of coins, the 6 of swords, the Queen of Wands, and the 6 of Wands upright here, Capricorn. And I feel that with this energy there, Capricorn, I feel like there is this energy of paying attention to, it's like, because even when I was mentioning that sort of disconnect with the home space there, because I feel like the 10 of coins is normally like this energy of legacy here. But I'm getting this just because there's like this whole kind of little family there. And I feel that there's this energy of, even if things, it's like maybe there was a certain expectation of you, and it wasn't quite resonating with you. And it's like the 6 of swords is this moving on energy, going on to these new experiences. And this Queen of Wands is giving me this individual type of energy, doing our own thing. But I feel there's a need to kind of reflect on how our upbringing, in a sense, or maybe how our family or ancestors played a part in who you are, even if we're not even on the best of terms. Because even with that, in that dissonance in that relationship, I feel like it has pushed you, in a sense, to be more independent, to grow, to want to achieve certain things. And I even feel like it's maybe even kind of paying attention to how those energies may have may have hindered you, in a sense. And we may have needed to experiences that maybe that maybe sort of lower expression of family, in a sense, in order to change the, almost like this, change how the wheel is flowing there. I feel like for some, maybe we feel like we inherited even like this sense of like it's almost like this karmic energy in a sense, but I feel like that means that there's something that we're needing to deal with, something that we need to either have like a discussion about possibly, or if that's not possible, even having this energy where we're making peace with this stuff. Maybe this is literally kind of sitting there, and it's almost giving me this energy of how you would maybe like pray or talk with God, but more so just like directing that towards these ancestors in a sense, like, you know, and just try. I feel like it's like there's this energy of making peace with this foundation that you've left behind, but we're getting ready to change things a little bit. There's something where I feel like the Wheel of Fortune is breaking this cycle in a sense, but you know, these mistakes needed to happen in a sense, and I feel like that can be, maybe there's this energy of unfairness because we feel like we have this weight of this karma possibly, and it's just like, why do I need to shoulder this thing or work on this stuff here? But I feel like it's because the universe knows that you were the one that could handle it. You know, you were the one that could be this leader in a sense, and I feel like it's I hope that this makes sense, Capricorn, because this really does feel very kind of like this kind of because I even feel like maybe for some too, there might even need to be an energy of kind of looking into your family lineage, possibly, if that's like going through maybe like a 23andMe, or, you know, maybe we do some digging, find some records in a sense, and maybe there might be some things that we learn about our legacy, our ancestry, that, you know, maybe there's some really great things, and maybe there are not some great things, you know, maybe what, however that may be manifesting. But I do feel like that this energy here is turning, because even just thinking with the Wheel of Fortune is Jupiter, the Hanged Man is Neptune, and they both live in the, Jupiter lives in the ninth house too, but they both share that house in the 12th house, which again could be that kind of karmic energy, that sort of unconscious mind there, like sort of like doing this soul searching. And those energies, both Jupiter and Neptune for me, ruled over Pisces, and I feel like it all is kind of connecting again to that Saturn in Pisces, and there's a lot of growth with maybe understanding these like kind of subconscious programmings, or where we may have inherited some sort of things, and like we're doing some sort of karmic correction in a sense. But all right, I think I'm gonna move out of that, Capricorn. This is a very interesting reading for you. Like this is, I'm 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 kind of with it. But let's get your last oracle card here. But I do feel that there is this energy of connecting with some sort of elder in a sense, connected with someone wise. This Emperor here feels like this teacher. And this could be maybe we process this stuff through therapy possibly, or maybe there's these energy healers that we work with, or maybe even learning some stuff about your chart there, Capricorn, could even reveal some stuff about some things, maybe finding out where your south node is, possibly where. So that's something even to kind of think about there too. But all right, Cap. So this is a nice card. So you have the Bouquet of Blessings here, Capricorn. And this is the energy of recognize and cherish life's gifts. They come in varied hues and fragrances. And I like that, Capricorn, because it's like how I was kind of saying earlier, like it feels like there's this, even when things don't, maybe when the fragrance isn't as sweet, you know, that's just one hue of life. But there are many others. There are, you know, this life is so variegated and so nuanced that, you know, it's all these things that come together there. They bring these different scents, these different hues, but they are this culmination of who you are, and it's something that is beautiful, and it's something that is extraordinary. And there are a lot of blessings and things in the great times when we felt these successes here, Six of Wands, and even when there's challenges where there's where we've been feeling even uncertainty as far as like where things are going, and it's being that mindfulness, you know. And I'm even getting this energy too of just kind of even reflecting on how you used to operate, and in like how the decisions that you've made now, how they've differed from when you were then, and do those decisions even still resonate with you, or you know, because it may even be time, I feel, to maybe kind of change some flowers out there. Maybe there are some that have wilted, and cherishing that experience, but then it's like giving that back to the universe in a sense, and making space for something new to come in there and to just kind of freshen up this bouquet in a sense of, especially when we haven't been feeling this energy of abundance, or just not sure where our legacy is leading. But I do feel that there is, just because these energies are in reverse, that doesn't mean they're not coming your way. It's just as well, it's considering what these blockages are. Why does we feel this resistance from the universe in a sense, even though we're trying to get these things moving? But let me get your last tarot cards here, Capricorn. See what's going on with that. Hmm. All right, Capricorn. Spirits. Last little bit here. So you have the Queen of Cups and the Five of Wands in reverse. And then you have the King of Wands and the Judgment card, Pluto energy, upright here. And let's switch back over here, Cap. Because I feel with this energy that there is this... I do feel that there is this inner conflict here that's happening with the Five of Wands right now, but I feel like it is leading to this sense of, it's just like, because with this Judgment card, I feel like things are being revealed to you. Like there's this deeper kind of unlocking here. Pluto brings stuff up from the darks to the light and puts it in our face so that we can transform it, so that we can heal it here with the Queen of Cups. And I feel that, especially if we were not sure where we're at, it's like, and that's interesting, it's like you got these divine counterparts here, but the King and Queen of Wands, but it feels like that, it just feels like that we have the energies are shifting here with the King of Wands, and I feel like that there is this understanding, this deeper understanding of how we're working with our energies here, that we're, in order to really maximize this effectiveness here, we need to appreciate these life's gifts, and even like, again, the challenging ones there, Capricorn, and showing them that gratitude in a sense, because they are helping you heal. Because the Queen of Cups is one, this is Cancerian energy, and for me, and the Queen of Cups is one that does have this deep kind of emotional understanding, and this deep emotion. She's a real emotional thinker, intuitive feeler, and I just feel like that we're, it's this understanding, like the Queen of Cups is one that appreciates all of the experiences that happened to her, because they've made her who she is today, this powerful intuitive, and she's met herself on a very deep level there, so that she could be, like, it's very interesting, Capricorn, like, but I do feel that there is this rebirth that is happening here, and it's just like understanding what we're doing with this energy now. Where are we going to where are we going to shift this with what we know there? And it's like this Five of Wands is just like this new mode of operating in a sense, hmm, or even just like addressing this conflict or like conflicting energies, or when we feel challenged or feel like we're stuck or uncertain or frustrated, or is just coming at this in a different type of way there, and this real kind of deep growth and kind of rebirth that is happening with this Judgment card. But I think I'm gonna leave that there, Capricorn. Just a lot to think about here. Yeah, very curious energy here, and I hope that that made sense. But if anything resonated with you, Capricorn, if you like that, give it a thumbs up, and share this, Capricorn, if you know someone who's been having trouble staying present even in these difficult situations, or just having this sort of like, it's almost like this kind of structural kind of resets in a sense, almost like a tower moment, but just like something like on a deeper type of level there. But yeah, share this, Capricorn, and then subscribe there, you Emperor. Hit that bell button, get notified on all these videos each week. And then last little bit there, Cap, if you have any Cancer in your placement, you got the lovely Queen of Cups. But yeah, you got any Cancer in your placement, Sun, Moon, Rising? Come on over to the Chariot, friends. I do I do videos Monday through Friday there, and do tarot card readings based off the signs that she's in, the phase that she's in. It's a good old time there, Cap. And all that housekeeping is down in the description box below. But let me get you surprise cards here. So I can get you out of here. Very interesting. So you got the Star card here. And I like that. That's Aquarius energy. And look at that. Pluto and Aquarius. We're shifting now. But I do feel like that, yes, we are shifting now. And there's something again here that's needing this healing type of energy. I feel like with the Star card being here, it's like I feel like it's almost like your North Star has shifted in a sense, and it's like we're getting guided towards a new type of things. There's reflect on how Pluto has changed you since like 2008, because that's been hitting all your Capricorn placements and forming these conjunctions. And now it's like, what do you take with this new wisdom there, and how do you access this new potential there? How do you connect with source now? What does that energy look like? And I feel like the Star card too is remembering that we're keeping hope for the future, and that things aren't just always going to be in this tough type of energy. We may be kind of stuck, Wheel of Fortune, in this cycle right now, but that's because the energies are trying to shift you in a different direction there. And I feel like the more that we come to not give up, but surrender, in the sense of like of that resistance of like, okay, maybe there is something bigger happening than I need to realize, and I need to really kind of sit with that, write this down, talk about this, whatever that's looking like. And the Star card can be a card of unexpected help. So again, this like because I was really kind of feeling there, like talking with someone, even that this doesn't have to be someone older than you. Maybe this is even someone that you just consider who has a lot of wisdom. Someone whose perspective that you value, and just something to think about there, Capricorn. But let me get your other oracle card here so I can get you out of here, Cap. Alrighty, thank you, spirits. Interesting, Cap. So you have the Hands card here. And the first thing, the energy that I kind of got with was, maybe this is something where we need to kind of work with our hands in a sense. Take this time and channel these frustrations or these feelings into something constructive. Maybe just get in the practice of building something. Maybe this is, or growing something. Maybe this is working with plants. Maybe this is working in a garden, or even just getting yourself a little house plant and tending to something there, or doing some sort of creative endeavor, something very tactile, something to keep you grounded in the present moment there, and just see where these energies take you. And I'd like that there's this sort of like almost like invisible hand that's coming through here, because I feel in working with something tangible, this can help you connect to those things that are intangible, to understand this, kind of like tap into utilizing that mindfulness or that mind's eye, that spirituality in a physical type of sense there. But it's something I feel like is trying to take form, and maybe we could even, because who knows how, you may be working with some clay there, and we find that maybe the form is a little jagged or a little this or a little that. It's not as smooth because internally something is not smooth. It's like how you make that body and spirit connection there, Capricorn. Very, very interesting, but I think I'm going to leave that there, Capricorn. A little something to think about, but, well, actually quite a bit to think about, but you stay safe out there, Cap. Be absolutely mindfulness, self-care with the Queen of Cups. Raise your vibration through the roof. And cherish these gifts, these lessons and things. And I was listening to someone, and they were saying that one of the most powerful things that we can kind of do when it comes to, especially even like hard times, is telling the universe thank you. Thank you for these things that are coming up there, for showing that there are places where I can still grow, where my foundation is a little rocky, that could use, so that maybe have been neglected in a sense, and that are needing that time, that healing hands. Maybe even for some there's like this, even like maybe looking into like Reiki or some sort of like energy healing, or just kind of shifting things in a different type of way. But and I will catch you, Capricorn, on the next one.